Hi everyone, it's Niamh here and welcome to the Art Journaling channel. Today we are going to be looking at making crazy magazine collages and layering up lots of different elements. So I'm starting off in my craft journal and I just decided to gesso one side of the page just because, why not? Because I was a bit heavy-handed with my gesso, I did both. So there's a page prepared for another day. I don't tend to completely gesso my craft page because I like the craft, but in this case I knew I wanted to have some bright colours in the background, so I'm breaking out my neons, which I've been using a lot recently, and just making a crazy smudgy background by mixing all the colours together. I find, I don't know why, but with using my neons, I really like using my hands with them. They've just got a really nice texture. They're see-through. They've got a bit of a plasticky texture to it, and they're just fun to use. So yeah, get into it. I'm just going over the top with some stenciling as well. So putting a little bit of turquoise over it. It's a nice bright colour. It really stands up nicely to the colours in the background and just gives a little bit of interest. So you only need little patches. You don't need to cover the entire thing. I am deliberately leaving the bottom empty because I knew I had some quite big collagey pieces that I wanted to add down on the bottom. So for this I had a whole heap of stuff that I found. Most of these have come out of travel magazines that I have found on my journeys. I did want to use this really big head with this guy, so I just marked out quickly where I needed to put my once I'd glued it, where I needed to put my image, just so it would fit on the page altogether. Often, particularly if it's the first image you're gluing down on the page, it can be quite tricky. So if you just make a little mark somewhere that it's going to be covered up as, hidden by something else, it just makes it so much easier to make sure you've got your piece in the right place. Once I've finished, I'm going around my image with my paint pens just to make sure that, one, it stands out from the background, and two, to add some extra patterning and colour to my pieces. Now, I did end up doing all of this. In all honesty, a lot of it got hidden by other bits and pieces, so you can be a little bit selective and glue everything down first and then do your sort of fiddling over the top. I personally just like doing it as I go along. I tend to just chuck something on the background and just play. So I don't know why it looks like she's got a big line through her eye. I don't remember doing it quite like that, but there you go. So when I have got images that sort of have black clothing on, we'll outline with white, but most of the time I will just get a thin black pen and outline using that. I find that helps define where the images, gives it a bit of a 2D pop art type look, which is lots of fun. And then when I've got the clothing sort of defined, I can go in and add dots and dashes and mark making on it and have as much fun as possible. If you really struggle with making patterns and marks, you can certainly stamp on those, or you can stencil in them. Stenciling over the top of Magazine Collage with inks in particular is really good. You get that sort of transparent layer. If you don't have paint pens, using Copic markers are really good too, because again you've got that translucent ink that stands up really well and gives you a really cool effect on some of these magazine images. The other thing that I love about doing this is you can change the colours to suit what you're doing. So the fact that she did start off with a pink dress and now she's got an orange dress makes me happy. You can sort of hide things and make things blend in however you want. Same with lip colour, eye colour. You can just change it all up as much as you want. Hair colour, go wild and go crazy. And if you've got some kids at home, get them to colour over magazine images or get them to do some and see what amazing things that they can do with them, and then copy some of their ideas to put into your artwork. Once I've finished, I'm going to glue sort of this border on, which I think came out of out of the travel magazine, an ad for a Cirque du Soleil show. and I've just made that sort of into the border. But I really liked how the lady who's coming out of the telescopy thing sort of pops out and covers over the other girl's eye. Again, like the magazine collages in the back, I'm still going around everything with a black pen, giving it shape, giving it definition where it needs it. Depending on what you want to do, you can add more and more colour, line, pattern to what you need on the page. One of the things that I have been using a lot in these pages too is my metallic pens. So those are the Life of Colour mirror effect pens. This page in particular, the tent that was on this was sort of very steampunky gold colours anyway, so it was really nice to actually have a metallic colour on the page rather than just the printing from the magazine. So being able to boost that, you can sort of see the shine that you get and the difference that you get on the page. Same with going through the girl's hair and just having all those things sort of line up. Once I've finished, then I'm going in with some quotes. So these are the sticker quotes from Dilutions. So I'm just chopping those up into bits to fit on my page to finish it off, and then I'm just going in with my pencil and drawing some lines so I can do some journaling in the background. That's what I'm doing, sorry, not journaling at all, drawing in crazy. So just using my pencil to work out where I'm going to put the spacing for my title. So this is all to do with crazy because it is a little bit crazy. I didn't like how my A went, so I'm sort of rubbing it out because this is all done with Stipular Oil pencil, and I was trying to get rid of the pencil marks in the background, so that's why I put the water on there and then tried to dry it off. Once I finished, I've outlined everything with my paint pen, again drying it off to make sure it's nice and set, then going in with my white pen and doing my drop shadow around my letters. I was toying with putting some colour in my letters. After I'd done the drop shadow, I wasn't 100% sure if I wanted to do that or not, or if I wanted to frame the colours in the background. So you can sort of see my fingers going, will I, won't I, will I, won't I. Then I just got my white pencil and added some shading in. So it's sort of transparent. It's whited it out a little bit, but it's not, you can still see what's going on in the background. So this is a close-up of the finished piece. You can sort of see all that line detail and how it all works together, and how the font from the title ties the whole piece together too. So I hope you have a go at Magazine Collage. It is lots and lots of fun. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, bye for now.